We put our foot down and insisted in being respected, even though we're prisoners. She said, "Who are you to ask for my name? What's your name?" You have a limited time to stay on earth. We do not care whether the cat is black or white, as long as it can catch mice. But humility is one of the most important qualities which you must have. I was paralyzed because he made my day. Our attitude towards any country is determined by the attitude of that country to our staff. But our brain said, if you don't talk to this man, your country will go up in flames. It is the desire of every freedom fighter to disappear under a cloud of glory. I don't know if I paralyzed you. No.
He was a South African anti-apartheid revolutionary, politician, and philanthropist. He served as president of South Africa from 1994 to 1999. In South Africa, he's often described as the father of the nation. He's Nelson Mandela, and here are his top 10 rules for success.
How did you get the racist guards to treat you with respect? You're in prison, and you said, "I will only respond to the name Mandela or Mr. Mandela."
You must fight the battle for dignity on the very first day you go to jail.
Really?
And that's what we did. We put our foot down and insisted in being respected, even though we're prisoners. And we eventually succeeded in that. When I found some place in my country, and a lady answered the telephone, I then asked, "To whom am I speaking?" She said, "You're speaking to me." I said, "Well, lady, I know I'm speaking to you. But what's your name?" She said, "Who are you to ask for my name? What's your name?" I say, "Well, lady, as soon as you tell me your name, I'll tell you mine." But as we argued as to who should tell his or her name, she became very cross. And she said, "You seem to be a backward person. Have you passed your matric?" Now, matric in our country is a university entry examination. And I said, "Well, lady, you must be very careful. Because if the qualification to speak to you is the possession of a matric certificate, I might work hard and pass my matric and be in the same class as you are." That was treason. She said, "You will never be in my class and bang the telephone." How I wish she were here today. She would now discover that I have achieved more than pass my matric.
Soaring prices, mass shortages. What's next? Hi, I'm Chris Hurt here, and if you're like most...
I hated oppression. And when I think about the past, the type of things they did, I feel angry. You had a limited time to stay on earth. You must try and use that period for the purpose of transforming your country into what you desire it to be.
What can assure me as a human being and a concerned African American that the ANC will indeed have a fiscal solvent policy that will continue the use of the resources of South Africa in a meaningful way? Or should I put it more succinctly, will your economy be based on the Marxist system, socialism, or capitalism, or both?
I knew that was the question you wanted to ask. I'm happy that you have had the courage to put it directly. We are not concerned with models. We are not concerned with labels. We are practical men and women whose solutions are dictated by the actual conditions existing in our country. As somebody has said, we do not care whether the cat is black or white, as long as it can catch mice. The first thing is to be honest with yourself. You can never have an impact on society if you have not changed yourself. And one of the most important weapons in changing yourself is to recognize that people everywhere in the world want peace. But humility is one of the most important qualities which you must have. Because if you are humble, if you make people realize that you are no threat to them, then people will embrace you. They will listen to you.
Was Muhammad Ali a hero of yours?
Well, naturally, as far as boxing is concerned, and what he has done, he was my hero. Just like Ruben here. This is my hero.
What did you say to him when he told you he loved you?
Well, I was paralyzed because he made my day.
So what leaders of the 20th century do you admire?
Well, I have answered that question. It's not the question of a leader. It's a question of a human being who does something to make an ordinary individual to feel I am a human being and I have a future and I can go to bed feeling strong and full of hope.
And you have praised Fidel Castro as a leader of human rights and said that Cuba was one of the countries that's head and shoulders above all other countries in human rights, despite the fact that documents of the United Nations and elsewhere show that Cuba is one of the worst. I was just wondering, are these your models of leaders of human rights? And if so, would you want a Gaddafi or an Arafat or a Castro to be a future president of South Africa?
One of the mistakes which some political analysts make is to think that their enemies should be our enemies. That we can and we will never do. We have our own standards which we are conducting. We are grateful to the world for supporting our struggle. But nevertheless, we are an independent organization with its own policy. And the attitude of every country towards our attitude towards any country is determined by the attitude of that country to our struggle. Yasser Arafat, Colonel Gaddafi, Fidel Castro support our struggle to the hilt. There is is no reason whatsoever why we should have any hesitation about hailing their commitment to human rights as they are being demanded in South Africa. Our attitude is based solely on the fact that they fully support the anti-apartheid struggle. They do not support it only in rhetoric. They are placing resources at our disposal for us. That is the position.
You also said to me one evening, you said, we made the brain dominate the blood.
Our emotion said the white minority is an enemy. We must never talk to them. But our brain said, if you don't talk to this man, your country will go up in flames. And for many years to come, this country would be engulfed in rivers of blood. So we had to reconcile that conflict. And our talking to the enemy was the result of the domination of the brain, of our emotions.
And then you were convicted in 1964 for conspiracy against the state. And when you pleaded, you said that I am willing to die for this cause. This is a very tough thing to say.
Yes, I had to say that, not from a spirit of bravado, but because I genuinely felt that they were going to hang us. And it is the desire of every freedom fighter to disappear under a cloud of glory rather than that of shame. It is the task of a freedom fighter, when you see that the end of your days has come, to live a tradition of bravery, determination to face even death for your principles. And I thought about it. It was not because I was brave, but because one had a duty to perform at that moment. I have dedicated my life to this struggle of the African people.
तो मैं अगर आपसे पूछूं, where do you see yourself in 2025? And maybe you have the answer, maybe you don't. And I
have fought against white domination. And I have fought against black domination. I have cherished the idea of a democratic and free society. It is all best when we live together in harmony and with equal opportunity.
Good evening, everybody. My voice is audible? Good evening. You can put it in chat box. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good evening, Baldev. Good evening, Mahesh. Good evening, Nanda. Duriraj, Premnath, Surender, Suresh, Saeed, Vijay. Good evening. So we'll just watch just 5 minutes video that is very important, that is related to vision. Is that okay? Is that okay? We'll watch that, then we'll start the sessions. Okay, we'll share that video. Okay, good evening.
It is an idea for which I hope to live for. Speak about it. My Lord, if it needs be, it is an idea for which I am prepared to die. For anybody who changes his principles depending on whom he is dealing, that is not a man who can lead a nation. Apparently, Mr. Coker, you have not listened to my argument. If you have done so, then you have not been serious in examining it. I have replied to one of our friends here that I have refused to be drawn into the differences that exist between various communities inside the USA. You have not commented that I am going to offend anybody by refusing to involve myself in the internal affairs of the USA. of the USA.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to these sessions, how vision is an important for sustainable export business. This video was about the Nelson Mandela, how he is a visionary person and how he was ready to die for that his vision. So it was related to that video, so I wanted to share with you. Anyway, we'll start the session. So how are you, everybody? You can put it in chat box. How are you? How are you? You can put it in chat box. My voice is audible. My voice is audible. Super cool. Thank you, Nanda. Thank you, Sachin. Thank you. Arup, good, very good. So before, what is the purpose of these sessions that I will tell you, why we have taken this session and how is it related to sustainable export business. So we'll discuss what is the flow of their sessions. Flow is, before going to start, I would like to ask you, this will be the flow, expectation from sessions and profile, objective behind these sessions, difference between IT, IB, 4 steps to develop sustainable export business, journey of vision. It is not created or not set, it is discovered, difference between vision and goals. What is vision, core values, BHAG, objective and vision, India's contribution against world GDP, example, and how is it applicable to Japan, Israel and people, our vision and how things are happening. So objective, before going to start, I will just want to know what is your profile, so that because it is an open and it is a free sessions to all, I want to understand your profile, whether are you a working executive, student, fresher, that I wanted to understand. So will you please take a part into poll and respond. Okay, working executive. Okay, mostly they are the working executive and freshers are there. So still there are 9 to 10 people are pending. Please take a part in that poll. Okay, I think almost have taken the part. Okay, around 50% are executive, 50% are freshers, students. Okay, so what is your expectation from these sessions and what do you understand by this vision? Would you please reply on this chat box? What is your understanding about this vision? What do you understand by this vision and is it important for sustainable export business? How will you relate, correlate with this vision and sustainable export business? Because we are into export and import. Anybody? Will you please share on the chat box? Vision to build business in export and import business. Okay. Vision make us more focused. Perfect, Nanda. It will give clarity, right? How to look for export opportunities, right? Suresh, yes. Anybody? Anyway, so what is your expectation from this vision session? What do you expect from this session? What is your expectation from this session? Vision to have present growing and stable market. Okay. What do you expect from these sessions? Because you are giving your valuable time. What is your expectation? Even though if you are watching on recording, you can put it in chat box. To create powerful vision. Okay, you want to create powerful vision? Yes, Nanda. Anybody? Anybody? Why are you attending this? Know the export import business process and its globalization. Okay, look for products or services which can be sustainable. Okay, how to establish such a structure market. Okay. Okay, to gain knowledge. Okay, Arup. Perfect answer. Very clear answer. To gain the knowledge about the vision. Okay. So anyway, we'll start the sessions to gain knowledge. Okay, we'll start the sessions. So this will be the flow of the sessions. As we discussed, this will be the flow of the sessions. Or more, and why we are. What is the objective of this session? I will share with you. We have started EXIM outsourcing services since 2015, and why we have started this session? Because to export and import any shipment, it involves more than 25 agencies, and to get an expertise of all, at least for the MSME, so it was challenging part. So we found that is a gap, and we have to work on that. Then we have started working on the EXIM outsourcing services since 2015. Then what we have realized, we are having more than 200 clients. We are providing the services to them whenever they required, and we are doing well. What we are realized that yes, we are giving the logistic and export import outsourcing services. We are working on the gap. It's okay. We want to expand, but at the same time, we realize that owners are saying, yes, you are giving services very good, but we also want to have a support. How to get connected with the overseas buyers? How to ensure how to make a sustainable export business development. Then we have started new activity like coaching services. We used to coach our clients also from participants, and decided our vision is to make an export rich India. Also started connecting with the buyers, various embassies, various trade offices. Still also we are connecting with various. Today also we discuss with Indonesian trade offices. We also want to bring it on our platform so that every participant will get benefited of and get connected with the Indonesian market. Also, we have opened this Australia office, and we are planning to have a session with Australian buyers and sellers on this October 2021 month end. Even though giving the knowledge through coaching services, we are giving the knowledge through export import outsourcing services, we are giving the outsourcing services, we are helping you to connecting with the buyers. Even though we realize there is some missing, something is missing, so that people are running. They are only following for the buyers. They are very desperate about finding out the buyer, desperate about getting connected with the buyers, desperate about getting the knowledge, and they are desperate. When we work on them, realizing there is something is missing. We are giving knowledge outsourcing services, even though we are giving, but there is something is missing. That thing we are going to discuss during these sessions. Is that okay? Are you clear on this part? there is something is missing. If that things is having with you all, then everything will work smoothly. Though situation will be the same, but we will transform the situation with, and we will live our life with joyfully, willingly, happily. So that is the things we required. So that I thought that should be shared with the all, so that we will align, everybody participate, everybody will align with that higher purpose, and then we can work more productive, and our performance will be more higher. So that was the objective of these sessions. So moving forward, is that okay? Is this clear as on today? Unable to hear, Sayed says. Unable to hear. Okay. Sayed, that Nanda is getting the others are comfortable. They are, my voice is audible. Could you please check it with your audio or internet connection? Could you please check it? Okay, clear. We can hear you. Okay. All are this. My voice is audible. You can check it with your internet connection and audio system. Okay. Thank you. So is it clear as on today? This was the objective. Something is missing. There is a one loop is missing that I think we should share with that, and this is very important loop. If you have that loop, then other thing will get aligned and other thing will follow you. This is my experience, and I will share my experience how due to this higher purpose I got everything with less efforts, and I am doing a lot of things with less investment. How am I doing it? That also I will share. And what is the way and what is the components of that, and how to make that higher purpose, and what is the components and how companies are becoming successful more than 100 years, that we will share it these sessions. So okay, so we'll move to the next slide. Next slide. Anybody is new here? I want to ask them, because almost there are the participants. I want to ask them what is the international trade and international business. They can answer. Anybody is new there? What is the international trade and international business? Why it is international trade and international business is happening? Anybody new person is there? He can answer. He or she can answer these questions, because others knows the things, because we have already taken these things. Why international trade and international business is happening? It is because of the core competency. Every country is having a core competency, and that because of their core competency, international trade and international business is happening. We just take the example of one of my teacher has given. He used to give the lecture to management college, and he has to prepare. He used to prepare 2 or 3 hours for the lecture, and he used to take the around 3 to 4 sessions in a day. So he couldn't get the time to do the gardening of his terrace gardening. So what he decided that I will hire the gardener, and I will pay him for his 1 hour or 2 hours of work, and that 2 hours work which I have saved, that I will use it for the preparation for the lecturer's lecture. So it was cost of that professor cost of per hour was 5,000 rupees, and gardener's cost was per hour was around 200 rupees. So here, rather than if professor works on that doing the gardening activity, he has to give his 2 hours or 1 hour, and then it will cost you 5,000 rupees, but he has outsourced from others, and it cost him around 200 or 400 rupees. So this is the call. This is international business, because that professor core competency is preparing and giving the lecture. Gardener's core competency is doing the gardening activity, but there is a difference in the values. So because of core competency, it is also affordable to that gardener to go there and work. He is also getting the value, and at the same time that professor, it is also getting the value. So this example is related to international business. Same it is applicable to the globally. When suppose China is having a mass production, USA is having a technology and processes. So China, Apple phone is process and technology developed in USA, and it has been manufactured into China. So because of core competency, international trade and international business are happening. So this is the firm, and also you must know the key sale and purchase, export and import. It is a just sale and purchase, and we will also discuss what are the 4 steps. It is for the newcomers. We are joined first time, so we will explain you what are the 4 steps to sustainable export business. First step is we should understand what is a direct export. Direct export means movement of the cargo from one location to another location. It is called direct export. Dim export means exporting the cargo, selling the cargo within a country, but it is supply is done to the special economic zone export oriented unit. Third country export means exporting the sourcing from the importing the from the China and exporting to Germany. It is called third country export. And third party export means buyer is sitting in India itself, but he said that he delivered to the Germany to third party. So it is called third party export. Also, there is a service export opportunity is there: software, yoga, health, medical, consultancy. Also, we can import the technology and we can export the finished good. We can import the raw material and we can export the finished good. So this is the these are the ways to do the export activity. It is not only direct export, exporting the material and services from one location to other locations. Also, very important part to do the export is that is mindset. We should always have a learning mindset. Always we have to give the value which others can't give. There are many examples like Apple, Hindustan Unilever, Hindustan Lever, Adani Enterprises. Export doesn't mean only material export, it is also service export. Export also doesn't mean ki 1 or 2 times, it is also sustainable export. Export also doesn't mean only raw material, it is also finished goods. We should have an approach of hiring expert agency and outsource, because all the things we can't do. So it means mindset. Always should have a long-term strategy. Always take a proactive and prompt actions. Approach should be Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Develop the brand to make a sustainable export business and do the networking activity. Learn the things. So these are the things required. Mindset required to make a sustainable export business. Everybody, any fresher or newcomer knows what is the India's export percentage against total world GDP. Fresher, who has come first time to our sessions, I'm asking you, what is the India's export percentage against total world exports? 5%. Who has come first time? They can answer only 8 to 9%. Arup says. Anybody? It is just 1.8% of total export. And if you see our population is just 20% of global, it is 140 CR, and our export is 1.8%. So there is a lot of, is there any lot of scope for the export? So that data we should understand. If you know the data, then we'll get a confidence. Yes, there is also opportunity for the export because we are having a data, we are having a knowledge. Coming to the next part. Next important part is if you want to make a sustainable export, we have to do the market research and product selection. We have to identify the products, we have to select the product, then we have to understand the technicality and other aspect of export products, ability to process quality products of international standard, competitive pricing, adhere to the timely deliveries and quantities, identification of targeted markets, and then connecting with the overseas buyers. So this is the things. First thing should be mindset. Second, market research and product selection. So that we have to do. Then third step is do the basic registration, like registering your company, PAN, GST, letter of undertaking, IC, IceGate, AD code, RCMC, first time export import registration, and get the knowledge about the export, like what is the mode of shipment, CA, road, what is the delivery term, and what are the export order terms and conditions. So that knowledge we should get it to make us sustainable. First, basic registration, third point, and getting the knowledge. So these are the things required. So this is the export process flow. Janssen Pune is an exporter and Clariant Germany is an importer. This material is loaded on this vehicle. Then that custom clearance is done by here. Then it is unloaded and it is stuffed into the container. Then container is loading on the shipping line. Then container reaches to Hamburg port. Then it is custom clearance done. Then container is de-stuffed. After custom clearance, then it is loaded on the vehicle and then it reaches to the Clariant Germany. So whatever activities is done before reaching to this JNP depot, it is called pre-shipment activity. It is called pre-shipment documents, and whatever activity is done after this document is done after the loading on the vessel, it is called post-shipment documents and post-shipment activities. Also, there are the delivery term. All delivery terms are in seller's point of view. Janssen Pune's seller's responsibility is up to this FOB, up to the JNPT port, means delivery term is pre-on board. If sellers means Janssen exporters responsibility is up to Hamburg port, means delivery term is CIF. If sellers Janssen Pune exporters responsibility is up to this port, up to this location, then it is a DDU or DDP. So this is the delivery term. So this is the basic knowledge we should require. Then we can make a sustainable export business. Also, there are various types of incentives are there, like a road tap is there, service export from India scheme is there, drawback is there. EPCG means we can import the goods without payment of duty, subject to some export obligations. Add-on authorization means importing the raw material without payment of duty, subject to some export obligation. There is a transport and marketing assistance schemes is there. In that case, okay, my voice is breaking. My voice is audible because Syed Azhar says again my voice is breaking. My voice is clear. Okay, it's clear. Thank you. Syed, my request is to please check your internet connection. Okay, Suresh. Thank you, Suresh. We are going this part fast because everybody knows that only it is just refreshing to the newcomers. So they will align with our objectives and we can go more focus on the vision part. Okay. So there is a transport and marketing assistance scheme. In that scheme, for agriculture exporter, they get the refund of around 20,000 to 30,000 per container. Also, there is a market develop initiative, market access initiative schemes. In that case, if that exhibition is overseas exhibition is funded by the government India, you can avail the airfare reimbursement and sometimes stall expenses. Also, status holder certificate, if you are having, you will get a fast clearance activity, and other you do not need to give the bank guarantee. Interest equalization scheme, you can get the interest at the rate of 4 to 5%. So these are the export incentives. We get it after doing the exports. Actual facts and figures. If you see the data, merchandise data, 2020-21, our export was 21,54,390 crore, and our import was 29,09,937 crore. So there is a deficit of 7,55,597 crore. And if you see the trend, so there is always gap. Our import is more and export is less. So there is always 7 to 8 lakhs crore rupees gaps is there in our balance of payment. But if you see the service export, our service export is last year service export is 15 lakhs 22,157 crore, and our import is 8 lakhs 78,061 crore. We are in surplus in this service export. So my question is, what is our core competency? Whether we are where is our core competency? Service export or material exports? Newcomers or fresher, if you are watching on YouTube recording, you can also put it in chat box. So what is our core competency? Anybody? Service export, right? Prathamesh, you are right. So our service export is a core competency. So we have to focus on our core, as I explained in earlier slides. Okay, we have to focus on core. So these are the various services: accounting, healthcare, legal, environment, entertainment. So these are the types of services. Fourth point is how to find out the international buyers to make a sustainable export business. We have to connect with our friends and relatives. We have to do the correspondence with the buyers, personal visit, appointing the agents in overseas country, participate in the exhibition and trade fairs, going as a delegation and meeting to the buyers, taking part into buyer and seller meet, doing the advertisement, getting the shipment data, connecting with the various trade offices, various overseas chamber of commerce. So these are the various ways to getting the connected with the buyers. So what are the challenges? People generally having the challenges of export is payment security, inadequate knowledge, lack of market research. So these are the challenges. About 3 challenges. With the help of the knowledge, with the help of the coaching, we can overcome that about three challenges. But most important part, which I believe, it is lack of vision. If you are having a, suppose if you are having a, your answer of above 3, and if you don't have this vision, even though you cannot make a sustainable export business, or you cannot make in long-term business, your company will not run 100 years. But if you are having a vision and you don't know about 3 things, then about 3 things will follow you if you are having a vision. Are you getting this? So that we will discuss during these sessions, what is vision and how does it helpful to make a sustainable export business. So coming to our point, vision journey and what is vision. First thing, I want to give some disclaimer. Though we are putting this vision in the context of the sustainable export business, but vision is applicable to each and every human being. It is also individually is also applicable. Even organization for organization also applicable. But being an exporter, we are into export. We are community is export and import. We are into export and import. We are passionate about export and import. So relating to that vision to sustainable export business, it is not limit to the only sustainable export business. It is a vision. Vision is a very vast term. If you are having a vision, it transforms the situation like anything, and a lot of positive things comes in our life and also in the society, in the country, in the whole world. So this is about the vision. Don't take it only limit to the export, but being an exporter, we have to think how will it be helpful to our export business vision, export business. So is that okay? Is that okay? Now all, is that okay? This point is okay? Okay, thank you. Anybody's want any clarity? You can put it in chat box. So before going to this vision, directly starting that vision points, I would like to share something about myself and how it is linking and how it is helping me, and how in year 1997 I was doing one social camp. In that case, I was just discussing with my camp teacher, and I was discussing, yes, I want to do something. At that time I was in 11th standard, and in 1997 there was a boom about the exports, software exporters. Everybody was planning to become a computer engineer and going to the USA. That was the scenario, or that was the fad, we can say, at that time in 1997 and 1998. Around Aptech was there. I remember there was also NEET, NIIT, that computer teaching institute were there, and everybody was learning C++ programming. At the time I was asking the questions, what we have to do so that it will be beneficial to the society. I was discussing with my teacher. He said that if you want to contribute to the society, that doesn't mean you have to sacrifice your life and sacrifice your family life and everything, and then we have to do society. It's not like that. Even if you go out of India, you earn some foreign currency, so that is also doing for society. That is also doing for our country. So that was just discussion, and I have started thinking on it. How can I contribute? And so I got the hint. Yes, we have to bring in the foreign currency. At that time, I didn't know about the economics and export and import anything, but he has given me the hint when I was in 11th standard. Bringing the foreign currency, it is also doing for the society and doing for the country. So that was the hint, and I was thinking again. That discussion has stopped, and I was thinking on that, and decided I want to do something. It will be beneficial to the society. Again, in year 2000, during my second year graduations, there was one session on objective and goal. That professor had told that objective, and there is a difference between objective and goal. After achieving the various types of goal, then we reach to the objective. Suppose we want to do something for the society. So there are some goals. For doing something for society, we should have money. To get the money, we should learn. we should do the job, we should do the business. So these are the goals. Doing the job, getting the education, then earning the money, doing the business. So these are the goals. And what is our objective? Doing something for the society, doing something for the education institute, doing something for the student. So at the time I understand the difference. Objective is different than goal. Objective is like a purpose. It is a higher purpose. Objective is. So that was also again hint in relation to the 1997's discussions. So anyway, I was very clear that want to do something which is having a higher purpose, but I couldn't find out the word and couldn't relate, I couldn't express it and couldn't put it in my words. So again, that was the discussion, and I was again thinking on that. And year 2005, I was at the time of I was in last year my MBA. I was taking a part in one of the group discussion. And that group discussion was about how to. It was on the. It was conducted by the Vedanta Academy. It is in Pune, Malauli location. So discussion, ultimately conclusion of that discussion was as a being, as a human being, we should have a unselfish goal in our life, because all things we are doing it for ourselves, taking the education, getting the jobs, getting the promotions, doing something for the family, our own family, and being a part of that family, taking participation in the society and doing something and getting credit for that. So all these are the part of the goals. Like Maslow's hierarchy theory, it says that after completing the basic needs, then we go work for the society, and then we want respect from the society. So these are the steps of the human being. So working for the society, it is also his needs. He wants some credit from the society, so he is working for the society. There are some institutes, but that is not as unselfish goals. So we should have something unselfish goal in our life, so that we can work with the motivation and inspiration. So at that time I had decided, yes, Green India is my unselfish goal. I want to do something for the Green India. Yes, along with the doing the MBA, doing the job, I want to do that, and that is my unselfish goal. So this was in mind. Again, at that time also I was taking part into tree plantation and other activity, because that was my unselfish goal. Still that goal is there, because that is unselfish. I don't want to show anybody, I don't want to impress anybody, but I am doing it because that is my unselfish goal of my life. Again, year 2019, I had attended one session on vision, and it was a 2 days program on vision. And then I realized vision is something which everybody needs to have, and that teacher has explained in details what is a component of vision and why we should have vision, and what benefits to what changes or what transformation comes in our life when we are having a vision. So this was the journey. And this vision criteria of this vision session was on the basis of this vision has been developed by the Jim Collins. He's a writer of these 3 books: Built to Last, Good to Great, and Great by Choice. So this vision, whatever I am discussing with you, it is a Jim Collins vision, and it is based on these 3 books: Built to Last, Good to Great. Why some companies make the leap and other don't? Why some companies running more than 100 years? They have done the studies of some Fortune 500 companies. They have done the 6 years research project of 15 people's team. Also, what visionary companies make them truly exceptional companies? How General Electrical, 3M, Merck, Walmart, Walt Disney are separate from their rivals. So this was the questions asked by the Jim Collins, and he has started doing the research on that companies. Why companies are running more than 100 years? If you see the sphere of the 100 years, 1900 to 2000, if you see, there are a lot of up downs here. There is a Second World War, First World War. There is also a lot of movements are going on. A lot of technology advancement has developed. A lot of things are done. Even though why some companies are running more than 100 years. Are you getting this question? Are you getting this? Do you have any question as on today? As of now, do you have any questions? Because we are going to start, we are going in a very deep level of process, and we are having a very short time. We are completing within 30 to 40 minutes. As on today, do you have any questions? Are you getting this? Why some companies are making leap? Why some companies are running more than 100 years? Do you think there was also depression? I think there was also a depression during last centuries. There was a depression. A lot of things have happened globally. Even though why some companies still running and they're running successfully and they're growing. So that was the questions. Jim Collins was working with his team on that key why companies are running. And what is the, if you got that answer, then he got some findings after doing the research on that, after doing the research on the various companies. Are you clear? Anybody is having a question as of now? Anybody is having any questions? Anybody? I want your response. Anybody is having any questions? No. Okay, Vijay. Okay. Okay. Anybody? Okay. We'll move on. So why this truly exceptional company? So it is, we are discussing this vision on the basis of these 3 books, Built to Last, Good to Great, Great by Choice, written by Jim Collins and his research. So this is the basics of conducting these sessions, and we have taken the input from these sessions. So what he has observed that Jim Collins, why companies are running more than 100 years. So you observe that, and his research report says that companies that running because of there is only one reason, because that companies are having a vision. Why they are running? Why they are running more than 100 years? Because that companies are having a vision. So he got the one answer that companies are vision. So again, he has done the research on what is vision and what is the components of vision. If he say, then again he started working on that. What is the component of that vision? So there are mainly 2 components of this vision. First component is core ideology, and second component is envision future. Now we'll discuss on that. What is a core ideology? What is a core values? What is a core purpose? And what is a long-term big, hairy, audacious goal? And what is a vivid description? So during this 20, 30, 40 minutes, we are going to be discussing on these points. That again, we'll see the examples, some few companies example, what is their core value, and that is what is their core purpose. So this is the generally components, that is a core ideology, core value, core purpose, BHAG, and vivid description. What is a core value? Core value means the set of the guiding principles. There are some examples like you can say core value and how to decide that core value and how to find out the core values. Suppose anybody is here, can you tell me what is your specialty or what is your nature? So kya bolte usko? Nature, how is your nature? Are you honest? Are you disciplined? Do you have are you a continuous improvement? What is your value? What value system you are following? Anybody could share it on chat box. So I will explain it. Good learner, okay. Continuous improvement, right? Anybody? Anybody? What is your core value? There will be something core value. You have been following that. Honest in my duty, right? Strong principle. But what is that principle? Premnath, what is that principle? You are saying strong principle, but what is that principle? say the truth, okay. Being happy, learning, continuous improvement, empowering people, right? Very good, Suhas sir. Empowering nations, right? So I will explain. Principle in doing things in most correct way, okay. So I will explain what is core value. Core value, it is the things which you have been following, going to follow the seal till the last your breath. Means you will not compromise on that. Anything, suppose if I say I am honest, suppose if I say I am a disciplined person, suppose if I say I am Vinayak, I am a disciplined person. If I say core discipline is my core value, it means whether am I in a office, whether am I in a home, whether am I in with friends, I have to be in a discipline. And till the last breath, it means core value. 99.99% we should follow that. It means core value. I remember we attended this vision session two days, and around 55 participants were there. It was very difficult. We till 3 o'clock at night, 2 or 3 o'clock, we were discussing to finding out the core values, our own core value. And that core value is organization. If you are an owner, then it will become you also have to check with your partner's core value, and then it will become a core value. We'll also discuss what is the example of that core value. Also core purpose. What is the core purpose? Our most fundamental reason for being. Why am I living? Why am I living this life? You have to ask yourself, why am I living this life? Why we are doing this business? What is the purpose of doing this business? Just to earn money? That is not a core purpose. That is a goal. If you are saying to earn money, then it is a goal. It is not a core purpose. Core purpose means a thing which we can say it is an objective which is for the others. So that is core purpose. Coming to the next part. Again, I'm going to explain also next slide. BHAG. Big, hairy, audacious goal. BHAG means big, hairy, audacious goal. Means चौंकाने वाला goal. Goal ऐसा चाहिए कि somebody says कि surprise, how does he keep this big goal? It means big, hairy, audacious goal. चौंकाने वाला चाहिए. मतलब देखने के बाद समझ आ रहा है something is different. कि I want to like Elon Musk. I want to make cheapest satellite transport. I want to make cheapest satellite transport system. It is a big, hairy, audacious goal. मतलब beyond our imagination, beyond our thinking. Like Dhirubhai Ambani की हर मोबाइल मुट्ठी में, हर मुट्ठी में मोबाइल. That was his slogan. It was a big, hairy, audacious goal at that time. I think in year 2006, or he was saying, real mobile has started in 2014-15. Then next is a vivid description. Whatever core value, purpose, BHAG we are having, that will be explained in detail. So this is the component of the vision. We'll again also discuss by giving the various example. What is the difference between vision and goal? Vision is all inclusive, transform whole situation, and it is for the others. Goal means it is a task specific, time bonded, and supporting to BHAG and vision. And also meaning of the goal is incremental way of enhancing our life. Means right now I am having 800. Now next target is getting the next level car. Then I want to go for the Benz. Then I have to go for the Rolls Royce. So this becomes an incremental way of enhancing our life. These goals. Right now my turnover is 1 CR. Now I am to become 100 CR. Now I don't have export. So again I will keep the export target of 10 CR, 20 CR, 100 CR, 1000 CR. So these are the goals. These are the goals, incremental way of enhancing our life, incremental way of enhancing our company's turnover. So these are all are the goal. But vision, it is all inclusive. It transforms whole situation. Vision is not time bonded. Person die. Vision works. We will share some examples. Then you will understand here what is that vision. So this is a difference. Also, what is the difference between big hag and goal? Big hag means big hairy audacious goal, and big hairy audacious goal is a strategic level. Goal is an operational level. It is a company or a department. It is on higher. It is for the group. Goal is for task specific. It is for short term. Big hag is for 10 years, 30 years. And what company aspire to become, that is big hag, used to achieve big hag. So it is a supporting example is become the companies most known for changing the whole worldwide poor quality image of Japanese product are Sony. This is the vision of big hag of Sony. Earlier, Japanese products are known as a cheap and poor quality products, but Sony has taken a vision. We want to make this Japanese product worldwide as a quality product. What is goal? Target achievement, setting up the financial target in numbers for sales. So it is a goal. Are you getting this? Are you getting this vision, difference between vision and difference between goal? Are you clear on this? After that, we are going to take on some examples. Are you clear? Are you clear? You can put it in chat box. Duriraj, core values are the fundamental beliefs. No, it is not a fundamental belief. It is a practical things which is inbuilt in our body. It is a practical thing. It is in our body. It will not change. I will explain. I will give the definition of the core value. Then I will give the definition of the core value. What is core value? And we are coming to the definition. There are in vision there is a two part. The first one is a core ideology, and then second one is a envision future, that is a BHAG. Core value means essential and general guiding principles, not to be compromised for financial gain or short-term expediency. Let's take the example of honesty. Suppose if I say I am honest, but I realize something is there there is some benefit. If I tell something false, I will get some lakhs of rupees benefit, or my company or I will get some lakhs of rupees benefit. Then honesty is not my core value. Suppose if I say discipline, if discipline is there, then I am not following this discipline at my home. Then that discipline is not my core value. We can take the example of military, army. Army's core value is discipline. It is a core value of the army. Then while hiring the person, or if you want to do the job in army, during 9 to 6 or whatever timings are there, we have to be disciplined. That is a core value of the army. In fact, all countries' army's core value is discipline. So we have to be disciplined. We have to be punctual. So punctuality, discipline, it is a core value of the army. But that is a core value of the army. Suppose if you want to go into that army, so you have to learn punctuality, discipline at least during that 9 to 7 time. Otherwise, you will not be there. So this core value will help you to understand army's core value will be punctuality, discipline. Then we have to be disciplined. Otherwise, will not be part of that organizations. Are you getting this? But that doesn't mean that person after 5 or 6 o'clock, after coming to home, he will not be disciplined person. But army's core value is discipline and punctuality. So this is and they never compromise on that, compromise on discipline and punctuality. Other things. Suppose if I say ki my core value is continuous improvement. So am I learning every day? Am I learning from every person? Am I learning from every situation? Am I learning till the last breath of my life? So then continuous improvement will be my core value, otherwise not. Are you getting this? Are you getting this? What is core value? Because it takes time to introvert yourself. What is, where am I stable, or which things I am stable, or which things I am going to follow and I have been follow value. So start thinking on that. It is not easy to get the answer immediately right now, because I also took more than 7 to 8 months. Still I am thinking and discussing on that, working on that, to verify whether my core value is right or not, our organization's core value is right or not. Next part is core purpose. It is a fundamental reason for existing beyond just making money. What is your core purpose? As I told you, at that time my objective was to tree plantation. It is beyond my making money. So what is your core purpose? Please understand, core value is different and core purpose is different. Every human being is having some core purpose. Everybody is living for some purpose. Only thing we don't know that what is core purpose. And that core purpose, core value will not be set. It will be discovered. We have to go into yourself and we have to think on that. What is my core purpose of life, or why am I doing this? Why am I doing engineering? Why am I going for the job? Why am I looking for the promotion? Not because I want to earn money. So that is not a core purpose. That is your goal. Then why it is my goal to earn money? Ask why questions. Then you will get the core purpose, and then you will get the answer of core purpose. Ask 5-6 times why. Then you will get the answers. Think on it. Just the footnote of this, asking the questions why 5 to 6 times, and you will understand the core purpose. I'm not saying it will understand now, it will get it now. So it is a long-term process. Somebody will get it within a one month, somebody will take 1 year, 2 years to understand what is my core value, then what is a core purpose. Are you getting this? Are you getting this? Are you getting this? I think it will take more than 20-30 minutes, because just our subject has started. Is that okay? It will take more than 20-30 minutes because I want to give you some examples, so you will understand what is a core value and what is a core purpose. Some live examples. Is that okay? Okay, Sayyid, thank you very much. Okay. So coming to the next part. What is the name of this company? I am giving you some examples. What is the name of this company? Right, Surinder, perfect. It's a Walt Disney. Do you want to know what is the core value and core purpose of this company? Disneyland is there. There are a lot of companies around. Walt Disney. Do you want to understand what is their core value and core purpose? Their purpose is make people happy. Entertainment is a goal. Their purpose is make people happy. And what is their core value? No cynicism, no negativity, only positivity, nurturing and promulgation of wholesome American values, creativity, dreams and imagination. You can say their core value, they are always positive. Whatever they show, they always show always positive. Am I right? They always showing positive, something creative, something imaginative. So all children are looking at that Walt Disney's. They're not showing any negative or any ghost movie or any horror movie. You can see any creation of the Walt Disney, because they are into many businesses. Disneyland is there, everything is there. So no negativity, always creative, dreams and imagination, fantastical attention to consistency and detail, fantastical attention, preservation and control of the Disney magic. Are you getting this? So these are the core values that owner and founder has already died. but that vision is running. Beauty of vision is it's not limit to that person. Person die, vision never die. You can take the example of any great people, Gautam Buddha. He has died, but that his value has not died. You can take the example of Santa Ganeshwar. You can take the example of Arya Chanakya. That vision has died. That person has died, but that vision is there. And people are working for them. They have lost their body is not there, but that vision, people are working for their vision. You can see the lot of examples. All spirituals or religious, what is the example? Founders have already died. Spiritual organization or religious organization. That vision is there. So that all religious and spiritual organizations are growing. That is also organization. That is also non-governmental organization, NGOs, spiritual and religious organizations also organization. Only it is not professional. It is a non-governmental organizations. But why they are running and why they are growing? People are fighting to each other. Because they are having some value system. Every religion is having a value system. They are having a purpose. Are you getting this? If we can apply the same value system, same purpose in our life, we can also live the life longer. Are you getting this? Are you getting this? Next point. Greatest creation, not Fantasia or Snow White or even Disneyland, Mickey Mouse Club. That is not the greatest creation of that Walt Disney. Their greatest, they are known for their core purpose, that is making people happy. They are not known for the creation of this Disneyland. They are known for because of their core purpose, that is making people happy. So this makes the difference. Having a core purpose and core values. This is a Walmart. So would you like to know about what is the core value of the Walmart? Again, greatest creation not could implement the retailing concepts on a large scale better than any company. This is the goal. Greatest creation is not of Walmart, that because Walmart is everywhere globally. Almost all countries are there. And they are same concept, they have retailing concept implemented in a large scale, but that is not his greatest creation. What is their greatest creation is, we exist to provide the value to our customers, to give ordinary folk the chance to buy the same things as rich people are buying. This is their creation. To give ordinary folk the chance to buy the same things as rich people. And what is their value? Buck conventional wisdom. Be in partnership with the employees, work with passion, commitment, and enthusiasm, run lean, pursue ever higher goal. So these are their core values. Buck conventional wisdom, be in partnership with the employees, they are caring for the employees, work with the passion, commitment, and enthusiasm, run lean. They also enter in Indian market. They have purchased that Flipkart, and they are running their business. To give the ordinary folk the chance to buy the same thing as rich people. They could have, like Facebook, they could have also invested in Jio, but they have not done because that is not their core purpose. Their core purpose is different. So they have not done that. They are not entering into technology. They are not entering into software because their core purpose is different. Their core values are different. So core value, core purpose give you the clarity what to do and what not to do. So this is the benefit of the core value. It gives the clear-cut clarity. 3M, we'll take few more, 1 or 2 examples to understand the core value, what is the core value and core purpose. 3M's, science applied to life. What is their core value? Innovation. Though salt not kill a new product's idea. They're always doing the innovation. Lot of patents are there on their name. 3M, if you see the absolute integrity. Respect for individual initiative and personal growth, tolerance for honest mistakes because they are into innovations. So they are their core values, tolerance for honest mistakes. Suppose anybody has done the mistakes in R&D or new development, then that mistakes are tolerated. Product quality and reliability. So this is their core value. And what is their core purpose? So to solve unsolved problems innovatively. Anybody, are you getting this? To solve unsolved problems innovatively, this is the core purpose of the 3M. Sony. Masaru Ibuka, greatest product was not the Walkman or the Trintron, it was the Sony, the company. And what is their core value? To elevate the Japanese culture and nation status. Being a pioneer, not following others, but doing the impossible. Respecting and encouraging each individual's ability and creativity. And core purpose is to experience the sheer joy that comes from the advancement, application, innovation of technology that benefits the general public. That is their core value, and it is known for, Sony is not known for only for Walkman or their other product. It is because of they are giving this technology, the benefits to the general public, advancement, application, and innovation. And what is their BHAG? Big Hairy Audacious, to become the company most known for changing the worldwide image of Japanese product as being of poor quality. Sony has done the perception about the Japan. That was their big hack. That is their BHAG. So any company can change the transform the situation by setting up this big hack and big core purpose. And Sony has done that. So that Japan is the third largest economy. Their $1 trillion economy is $5.38 trillion, and their population is 12 crore only. It is because of these visionary companies like Sony, Merck. Corporate social responsibility, unequal excellence in all aspects of the company, science-based innovation, honest and integrity, profit from work that benefits humanity. These are the core value it will not change. And what is the core purpose? To preserve and improve human life through the research. What is their BHAG? Transform this company from a chemical manufacturing into one of the preeminent drug making companies in the world with a research capability that rivals any major university. So this is their core value. Hope you will understand core value, core purpose, and you will start implementing in your life. There are also some few core purposes. It will help you to understand HP, to make technical contribution for the advancement and welfare of humanity. So this is the core purpose. Israel, to provide a secure place on earth for the Jewish people, that Israel is surrounded by other religious people. So what is their core purpose is to provide a secure place on earth for the Jewish people. McKinsey, to help leading corporation and government be more successful. They are into corporate, they're into McKinsey's worldwide, they are giving the consultancy. So their core purpose is to help leading corporation and government be more successful. Though working people, founder will die, but that vision will be there. Merck, to preserve and improve the human life. Nike, to experience the emotion of competition, winning and crushing the competition. So this is their core purpose. Because if you wear that Nike, so they are giving the purpose of it will crush the competition, emotion of competition and winning, because they are into sports. There are also individual person who got the vision. As Nelson Mandela says, actions, Nobel Prize winner. Actions without vision is only passing time. Vision without action is merely daydreaming, but vision with action can change the world. It can transform the world. So before that, we should have a vision. Before taking the action, we should have clarity about vision. What is vision? What is my core value and what is my core purpose? So what was the Nelson Mandela's vision? Freedom and equality to all, for all. That was his vision. You can take the example of Mr. Avinash Dharmadhikari. He's an ex-IAS officer. He's from Pune. He was secretary of the chief minister. At that time, he left that job because he got something vision. There are things are happening in government. There is a need people with character. So after completing his 10 years of job, then he has started his Chanakya Mandal Education Institute, where he is creating the new class 1 officers and giving them. And what is their core purpose? Core value is excellent and creativity. Whatever they are doing, they will do the excellent, they will do the creative. And what is their core purpose? To develop professional with national character. Because he realized somewhere while working with the government closely, if something is there is a need of characters. So he has developed that purpose to develop professional with national character, and core value is excellence and creativity. After he's studying and all these things, so that he's right now he has given more than thousands class 1 officer and with this core purpose. So definitely it has added value to the society. It has, rather than fighting against the system, he has developed that class 1 officer with the national character. So this is his vision, and his life has transformed totally. What is the benefit of the vision? We become a contributor to the globe society. Visionary person die, but vision never die. Foundation of any organization, it align actions within a company. That vision will help you. It is a clear vision, gives the clarity, joyfulness, willing, whatever we do it willingly, doing all activities, and we are living the life. Being engaged with the higher purpose is a great motivation and wonderful alignment tool set to challenging goals and high performing individuals. So this is the benefit. We have also set up our vision. We also, as of today, are you clear? As of today, are you clear? Or do you have any questions? You can put it. You can put it in chat box. Okay, Nanda. Okay, Nanda, will you please ask me the questions? Which one want to explain? Nanda, you can. Okay, Nilesh, you can. Will you please ask the question? I understand it is a no question, sir. Okay. Okay, no questions. Okay. Are you clear? What is core value? What is a core purpose? What is a B hack? Or I will explain it again. Anyway, what I will do. Okay, clear. So what I will do, I will explain by our vision. I will explain by our vision then. So this is our vision 2030. Temgere Consultancy Services Private Limited. What is a core ideology? There are two parts in core ideology. That is a core value and core purpose. It is a live, and it is my own, and it is our company. First one is dependability. Dependability means anybody will depend on us, because there are many people. We apply for the export incentives, value of rupees 50 lakhs, 70 lakhs, 1 crore. That is directly credited in our account. Then we transfer to the client. So we should have dependability, that approach. So whatever, in any case, in personal, family, and everything, dependability means I should not say I am a dependable, I am a trustworthy person. Other person should say it is a dependability. That is the core value. Doing with 100% and happy thought. Whatever I do with 100% and happy thought. So this is my core value. Suppose if I am not doing with 100% and happy thoughts, then it is not my core value. It is not my core value. Sporting spirit. Always should have a win-win situation. Always should have a win-win mindset. It is means sporting spirit. If that is not, sometimes if I am feeling low, sometimes if I am feeling depressed, then I don't have sporting spirit. Sometimes if I am feeling insulted, if somebody says, then I don't have sporting spirit. Sporting spirit means always happy and always having a win-win mindset. Continuous improvement. Am I learning? Because that all the question I have asked myself. Then I have written the core value. It is not just adjectives. Am I learning? So if you can see my last 1 year's presentations, it was around 10th August, I think 2020, around 9 or 10th August. If you see that, and if you see now, so there is a lot of things. I have also attended some sessions. I have learned some things, and I am improving myself. Every day I am reading something. Even Good to Great, and that book I have already read it. Today I have ordered the Great by Choice. That book I have ordered, so it will get it within 2 or 3 days. So I am always continuous improvement. Lot of things I am doing. I realize that graphology is very important part, because whatever we write, it is linked to the neurons, our brain neurons. Then I have learned then I have started learning the graphology. Also, I have improved my signature, because it is a continuous improvement. If you want to have that higher vision, so I have to improve myself, because that is also our core value. Just I'm every day, every time I'm improving. Also, same is sharing with my team so that they will align with this vision and they will work with happily. Last one is humble gratitude. Humble gratitude is not only about the people. It is about the person. It is about the things which are around us. Suppose I'm sitting on table, I'm using this laptop, I'm using the camera. I should have a humble gratitude about the camera, about the laptop, about the universal, about the nature, about the all particles of the life. So this is a humble gratitude, and it is with 100%. So this is our core value, and this we are trying to improve and ensuring that it will be implemented 99.99% time. What is our core purpose? Upliftment of all beings. Upliftment means whatever, whomever is coming, nature, laptop, whatever it is coming, we should try to uplift it. All should be uplifted. What should be taken care with due care. So that is the upliftment of all beings. This is our core purpose. So what is our B hack? Our B hack is strengthen and ensure 15 million enterprises by setting up world's best resources, and all are working on optimum cost, increasing their customer base and profit margin rapidly as on 31st December 2030. So this is our B hack. ऐसा गोल होना चाहिए, it should be चौंकाने वाला चाहिए. 15 million means कितना होगा? Anybody? It is how many crores? 1.5 CR. 1.5 CR we want to strengthen, means 1.5 CR means globally we have to strengthen that enterprise. And what is the first part? Total procurement and import management company serving more than 1.5 serving 15 lakhs, adding value unity to their business and across the globe as on 31st December. Just a minute. Now I can see. Actually, it is not, we cannot see. Now we can see. Company serving 15 million customers by adding value innovatively and their businesses across the globe as on 31st December 2030. Mission 10,000 customer base is completed for 21 miles. Total export import management services as on 31st December 2022. And we have started working on it. This third one is total automated and 100% delegated process, and appointed 172 country managers. Franchisee offices are open all countries of major cities as on 31st December 2030. Our Australia office is already open. It is already operated. If you have a vision, all things get aligned. This is the example I want to give it to my personal. This is my personal experience. It is a live experience, and I think all participants are associated with me more than 2 to 3 months. So within this, I can say that our one office is started in overseas countries, and also few are in pipeline. So I am 100% sure till 2030 it will be happen. Adopted 1.5 million girl childs and ensure their growth and prosperity. We are whenever there is a about girl child, we donate some part of the money. Planted variety of 1.5 trillion planted trees planted. So that we are doing it. It is a big, hairy, audacious goal. Chaukane wala goal hai. Set up 1.5 million meditation and yoga center. Yet we have not worked on that, but that is our vision. We will do it as we grow, as we'll get the money, we'll do it. Strengthen 1.5 million farmers, billion farmers globally by setting up the world's beds. That also, yet we have not done anything, but this is our part of the goal. This is our main goal. This is a strengthen the 15 million enterprise. This is a topmost goal, and this is the part goals, sub goals. If you completed this first one, big hack, then it will automatically get completed. So big hack is, if you have completed big hack, then these small goals will be completed automatically. So this is about the big hack, about us. Can you see that? And how things are manifested and happening because of goal. Our office is set up in Australia, Bangalore and Dubai. Dubai is in collaboration. Also, we have started collaborating with various related feed companies. Reconnection and getting support from all. Started improving myself and individually. Office team also getting self-motivated. exim coaching started and public speaking started, focusing on networking and collaboration, because of vision realized ki if you want to achieve that big goal, then I should not work on operation part. We should focus on the networking and collaboration. So this given me the clarity and vision. Because of vision, I got the clarity, and so I am on focus. So I thought that should be shared with you. So what is the takeaway? We should first find out the core, our core ideology, what is the core value and core purpose. Then we have to preserve that core and stimulate the progress. Whatever my cores are there, I have to preserve that core. Then I have to stimulate the progress. So this is the things I wanted to share with you all. And we discuss all these things, objective behind the session, difference between IT, IB, 4 steps to develop sustainable export business, journey of vision, core value, BHAG, objective and vision, example we share, and our vision, how things are happening. So this is the things I wanted to share with you all. Anybody is having questions, you can ask the questions. Thank you. Anybody is having any question? Thank you, Aru. Because it will take time to find out the core value. Yes, Nilesh, do you have any questions? You can ask in chat box. Or anybody want to share? Share, I'll give the access to share. Anybody want to share anything? I will give the access. You can share by, I will give access to you. Anybody want to share? Because this is very different subject, and being into export and import field, I realize ki we should have vision. Having goal is also okay, but vision is beyond that goal. We should have some vision. Anybody? If you want to share, I will give the access. I will make you a. Sir, how to start business in Australia with our branch? Yes, that we'll discuss. That we'll discuss in coming Wednesday. All this, or we'll discuss on WhatsApp. Now we do you have any question regarding vision right now, or do you want to share? I will give the access. That part we'll discuss, or you can put me on WhatsApp. How can one be part of the 24-mile vision and progress with its vision? Be associated with us, take a part in our coaching course, or work, be a channel partner. There are various ways you can or attend this. There are some, we also conduct some free sessions. I think next Wednesday, we are inviting to Indonesian trade offices. Our discussion is going on. We'll let you know. Be associated with Premnath. Anybody is having any question related to core value, core vision? Because it is a 48 hours course. I completed it in only 40 minutes. Anybody having any questions who want to share anything on these 30-40 minutes of sessions? I will give the access. Anybody? Are you clear or not got clarity? What is? Okay, thank you. Thank you. So should we wind up this session? If you don't have any questions. Okay, thank you, Nanda. Thank you. Buy that these 2 books, Good to Great. I joined late by 30 minutes, but this session was very nice. Thank you. It is available on YouTube. Don't worry. It will be available on YouTube. We will share on group. Yeah, BHAG. चौकाने वाला गोल चाहिए. ऐसा गोल चाहिए ना, चौकाना चाहिए. मतलब मुझे इंग्लिश में शब्द नहीं पता उसके लिए क्या बोलना चाहिए. Surprising, amazing. When we have our next sessions. Next session will be on Wednesday. Arup, it will be on Wednesday. Coming Wednesday. You can complete all the coaching courses. Watch that recording. Next session will be on Wednesday. Okay, is that okay? So thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. Hope you all learn. You can follow our all social media platform. You can give the review to the YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and share your feedback. Thank you very much. Thank you for attending these sessions on how vision is an important for sustainable export business. Hope everybody will think on the find out their core values, discover their core values, core purpose, BHAG, and work on that. We want visionary people who will transform the world. Thank you very much. Thank you.